and gentlemen, welcome to the Rainy Day Podcast, episode 38. I'm your host, Adrian, aka A-Train 87. We're going to talk about it all today. We got the Florida Panthers getting back to work today. We got the Miami Heat, got their real season started off last night with a banger. Miami Dolphins Cancer Challenge kicking off this morning. And we also got some WWE and some UFC tonight. So lock in, let's get it. Episode 38, back at it again. Palm Beach Frank, under the weather today. So it's your boy riding solo. But we're going to get to all the sports that we normally do. And let's make it a great one, man. We're going to start off with the Four Nations Tournament. The final went down Thursday night in Boston. Canada came out with the dub. Yeah, well, I guess it ain't our sport just yet. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we lost 3-2 in overtime. As far as I'm concerned, we won one. But good on you, Canada. Good on you, Canada. Y'all got a Four Nations Tournament Cup. Probably should go get a Stanley Cup if you can. And, it's been 30 plus years, but that's something for another day, man. That Four Nations tournament was incredible. Just got to say, great for hockey. Done got a lot of new fans. You got to love it. You got to love to see it. The hockey that was played was top notch. And the numbers show it, man. That final had 9.3 million viewers, man. 10.4 million at its peak. And then Sportsnet reported that 10.7 million viewers across Canada, which is incredible. The whole tournament as a whole is 4.3 million viewers on average. So that was awesome. Other than football, that was ESPN's largest audience since the NBA Finals of last year, which is crazy to think about. We know football is the number one sport. Hockey is got to be by far the second biggest sport now, because basketball ain't doing too well. But it is what it is. They gotta put a better product out there. Hockey, they showed out in this tournament and definitely getting the eyes on them, which are well deserved, I would say. Yeah. So in that final, Connor McDavid, gets the game winning goal. 8 minutes and 18 seconds into overtime. And yeah, good on him. Good on him. He got that cup because he couldn't do it against the Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. But that's neither here nor there. So we ain't going to talk about it. Canada, good on you. Like I said, y'all got that. Till next time, we'll see you again, man. It's 1-1. So we'll get back to it. I know y'all been beating our ass, in hockey for a long time. So, it was nice to at least get one win against y'all. Too bad it wasn't the one that counted. So it is what it is, man. But Florida Panthers getting back to work. It's going to be a good time. Only thing concerning is Matthew Tkachuk is out. Paul Maurice said he will be out tonight against Seattle Kraken, and they will evaluate him in the next couple of days, and he said they will have a plan. So expect Matthew Tkachuk to miss some time. So tonight, Seattle Kraken should be a good one at home. The fans been waiting a while, a couple weeks to see our team back and playing good hockey, man. So hopefully we can come out with the dub and continue on this upward trajectory that we're on for this season. These games count now, man. We're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. All these games count. We need every one. Tuesday night at Nashville, and then Thursday night versus Edmonton at home. So Connor McDavid get to come to South Florida, and let's hopefully we get this win against them, and not in overtime. Let's go ahead and get these boys. I feel like this, the hockey that was played is going to set a tone for the rest of the season as far as the NHL is concerned. So a lot more eyes. I think it's going to be a lot more physicality. I mean, how much more could you get, really? It's hockey, man. These boys be out there battling. We got 3 games this week. Let's get everyone, because every game counts now. So Miami Heat, After the All-Star break, Tyler won the three-point contest. That was amazing. Boring ass All-Star weekend though. That shit was trash. You can say what you want. Maybe you just love entertainment, really, because that's really all it was. It wasn't too much basketball, actually. Just another thing that's gonna keep the narrative of this new age of NBA players being called soft. I would say. I think if you play any professional sport, you ain't soft because you playing against the best in the world. But that's how they look at it, man. Hockey getting there. Hockey right there. Hockey right there with y'all now. They coming for you, man. Especially after that tournament. Miami Heat first in the division, eighth in the conference. The real season starts now. This is what I keep saying. Because last night this is the post Jimmy Butler era. We done went through a bunch of losses with the new guys. Had a break. Everybody could get back, get acclimated. And then last night they came out and they showed you what this team could be. Granted, we were playing against Toronto in Toronto. We went to overtime, beat them 120 to 111. And Tyler Hero showed the fuck out coming off this all-star break. 28 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, and that block he had. Man, you gotta love the effort and intensity from Tyler, man. Looked like he ready for this home stretch. And then Andrew Wiggins, man. This is what we traded for, really. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, locking shit down on defense. Bam with 19 and 12. Davion had his best game offensively as a Heat with 16 points. Mr. Consistent. Duncan Robinson always pretty much scoring over 10. He had 14. Ware was missing. I don't know what's going on with Ware, man. Hopefully he can get it together. But Tyler, in overtime with the and one, pretty much sealed that game up for us. So if we could keep playing like this, let's see how it looks against tougher teams. But if we could keep playing like this is what this team's supposed to look like with the defense and the offense, picking up, especially in the fourth quarter. I would say the latter quarters, third and the fourth quarters, is where we really got to pick up our offense because that's what we've been lacking the whole entire season, pretty much, man. So if we can get that together and play like this, everybody, team, man, everybody play together. We get into we definitely I feel like we definitely getting into the playoffs, but we could get into the playoffs and do something. So we got the best coach in the NBA. So, all right. So Sunday at Milwaukee, which that would be a good test for us. And then Monday at Atlanta, back-to-back road games. Wednesday night, Atlanta comes to Miami, and then Friday, Indiana comes to Miami. So, couple teams we get to get a real good look at this new look Miami Heat. And let's see what they do pretty much, man. I'm rooting for you boys 100%. I know Palm Beach Frank is too, man. We wanna get into the playoffs and we wanna make something shake, man. For real. We ain't with that fuck shit. So let's go. We want some championships, man. That's what we want, man. For real. Let's go Heat and let's go get this dub tomorrow. Let's go 4-0 this week. Pretty much. It would be nice. Staying in Miami, we're going to talk about the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, all right, which kicked off today. They do it every year, once a year in February. But it was founded in 2010 to honor Jim Mad Dog Mandich, who passed away in 2011. It's the largest fundraising team affiliated event in the NFL. And that says something. That show you how dedicated our fans and our organizations is to fighting cancer, man. You gotta love it. They've raised more than $75 million since 2010. All funds go directly to the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center at the to fund life-saving cancer research. Gotta love it, man. Each February, it's evolved to 4 distances, cycling wise, from 13 miles to 99 miles. Plus, you see that in honor of Jason Taylor and Dan Marino. And plus, they also have a 5K walk or run, which a lot of people actually do participate in. You could donate. Go to dolphinscancerchallenge.com and there's a lot of different team leaders and a lot of fans participate, a lot of alumni. Lisa Siegel, our fan of the year, she has her team and she raises money every year. I mean, she rides her bike every day. We already know how that goes. But, they're all out there, fans and alumni alike, and they're doing it for cancer. So please donate if you haven't. It's for a good cause, for a great cause, actually, because I feel like everyone in today's world has, been some affected by some type of cancer. So get out there and donate. Other Miami Dolphins news, we got Javon Holland talking. Don't look like he's gonna be back because I'm sure he's gonna go get paid. Don't look like we're putting the franchise tag on him. Says it's unlikely unless a surprise happens, but we'll see. It looked like he gone. He had a terrible year this year, but coming off, a couple really good years. So who knows, man? I just don't think we got the money to pay him, and especially coming off the year he just had, unless he takes a hometown discount. We're probably letting him walk. And then the only other thing is Chris Greer is one of only 3 GMs that is not going to speak to the media at the NFL Combine, which is next week, February 26th through March 2nd. Is he scared? He probably should be. He better. This is what I tell you. That motherfucker better be locked in, and I'm talking about like getting his team right, getting his offensive line right, getting his secondary right. Boy, he better be locked in. That's all I know. If he not speaking to the media, boy, because a lot of people want you fired. Somebody last year rented a plane with a banner that said "Fire Chris Greer." So nobody wants him around. I mean, he done had enough time to turn his team around. Had a couple really good teams, man, but the playoff wins. The playoffs is really what matter, man. Getting into the playoffs and winning playoff games. And he has 0 wins in the playoffs. So, I mean, got to do something, right? Have to. But yeah, I mean, we still gonna root for our team, man. Fins up. Hopefully, he get this shit right. Draft some good players, fill some holes in free agency with what we can do with the money. That salary cap did go up, but how much money we realistically gonna have to spend? Who knows? Time will tell. I already made some cap moves with Raheem and Fuller and Smythe. So we'll see what happens. We'll be watching, Chris. You better get your shit together. For real. And then you got I just want to talk about some WWE. Yeah, this shit been cooking lately. I know a lot of people online been saying this shit been boring lately. They come on. The dude had probably one boring episode in the last year that he been in charge. Maybe one or two. But lots of stories going on. Ones I want to talk about obviously is the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn story, which is gonna be a banger. They fight next Saturday at Elimination Chamber in an unsanctioned match. And if you new to WWE or like haven't watched in a while, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are two probably top guys, maybe top 20, I would say right now. Definitely top 20. But Kevin Owens is my favorite out of the two. Love Kevin since he came in. Love heel Kevin too, because heel Kevin is probably the best Kevin you ever get, other than when he was kind of a baby face with Chris Jericho, with the list of Jericho and the friendship shit. That was fucking hilarious. But heel Kevin Owens is probably the best. And then those two have been friends for the longest, coming from Canada. And they just, when they have matches against each other, they beat the shit out of each other. Like, they put on an absolute 5-star match. And I expect nothing less from them next Saturday at Elimination Chamber, because it's done got personal. It's always personal with them since Sammy didn't help Kevin with Cody. But I mean, I'm expecting a banger in that match. And then Jey Uso versus Gunther at WrestleMania, that's starting to cook up a little bit. Jey being the underdog and Gunther like don't even want to fight him because he don't feel like he's worth his time. That's the way they going with that, which is okay. really what you got to do because Jay done lost to him, I think, a few times. So, and then when the fuck is Roman coming back? Roman got to be coming back after Elimination Chamber or during the Elimination Chamber. Maybe cost Seth Rollins the match, I would say, after what Seth did to him at the Royal Rumble. That's probably the way they're gonna go with that, but we'll find out. They always throw some curveballs every now and again. And then you got this weird ass segment last night on SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty good last night, I would say. I was good, but SmackDown pretty good last night. But the Rock and Cody Rhodes segment, that shit was weird as fuck. So the Rock came out there first off, that boy came out there. He did the "If You Smell" and then started playing "The Block Is Hot." They were in New Orleans, so I get it. He got a nice little pop from that. But came out to "The Block Is Hot," then his final boss music came down, was talking good, revealed that WrestleMania 42 will be in New Orleans next year. So, that got a big pop and everybody went ape shit about that. And then he was like playing to the crowd, and then he started cussing the crowd out. Told one female he was gonna slap the syphilis off her lip. She don't shut up. That shit was weird. The Rock, a funny dude, man. It seemed like he could just do whatever he want, and people gonna love it for real. That's how loved he is for real. But you can't tell me you don't. Nobody can say they don't love the Rock. If you say you don't love the Rock, you fucking hating because that dude is definitely probably one of the most entertaining people ever in history. So that's I don't know. He talking to Cody, saying they became friends and all this shit. Their moms became friends, and then out of nowhere, just tell him, yeah, he want a brother. Cody took the opportunity he had last year when he wanted to fight Roman, slapped him in the face, all that shit. And yeah, so now it seemed like The Rock just wants something from him. He like just being his friend just to get something from him. But he did say to him he wanted him to be his champion. Cody said, "Nah, I'm the people's champion." And he said, "Nah, I want you to be my champion." And then he said, "I want your soul." Like, what the fuck that mean, Rock? You want that boy's soul? Figure it out, man. I don't know what the fuck. That shit, the whole entire segment was weird because it was like back and forth with him going from babyface to heel, and then the whole "I want your soul. I'll see you at Elimination Chamber." Or that's where he want his answer. It's weird, hey. Right, better not be trying to, you know what I'm saying? It was fucking weird though, man. That's all I gotta say. And a lot of stories cooking up in WWE. Elimination Chamber next Saturday. I'm gonna break that down fully next week, episode 39. Let me know what y'all think is gonna, you know, is gonna happen in the comments, man. Let me know what the fuck the Rock talking about. Or even when y'all think Roman Reigns is coming back. Just let me know down there in the comments. But yeah, and then lastly, of course, we got UFC Fight Night tonight, which is should be pretty good, man. They got a lot of good fights on the card, I would say. A lot of people you wouldn't know unless you really watch UFC. But Fight Night, Henry Cejudo against Song Yadong. And that is not me fucking around. That is this dude's real name, Song Yadong. All right. Boy beast though. Bantamweight fight. Number 7 versus number 8. Song Yadong is number 8. Henry is number 7, ranked bantamweight. They're both coming off losses, and this could be like a trajectory type of fight right here. Because whoever loses is probably going down a couple spots. Whoever wins probably, putting himself maybe top 5 contention. We'll see. But should be a banger nonetheless. Ong Yadong is the favorite tonight by a lot. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be watching that. And also we got the co-main I thought was gonna be really good. Even though you probably wish this was 5 rounds, but it's probably favoring Anthony Hernandez more that it's not a 5-round fight. But Brendan Allen, number 9 ranked, and against Anthony Hernandez, number 12 ranked. So this should be good. There's no odds for this, so it's a pick'em fight. That's how close this could go. It could go either way, and who knows what happens. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Brendan Allen, pretty good. Anthony is good too, man. We'll see what happens. And then yeah, there's a couple other fights, man. Look out for. This probably we'll probably see some knockouts in this one. They got a few, a few brawlers on this card. So it should be nice, man. Should be real nice. But yeah, go check it out. Go check out the Panthers tonight. Check out the Heat tomorrow. Donate to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge if you have a chance. WWE, we're going to kick back in with that next week for the Elimination Chamber. Should be a banger. And then let's see what happens in these fights tonight, man. Frank's social media corner this week, but I'm sure he's gonna come back next week with a banger. Cause boy, I know I seen one thing, and that was did his lawyer pulled out from the case? No pun intended. Boy, this shit getting wild. Did him and Diddy get into it, or is the evidence overwhelming that he don't want to be a part of it? We don't know. But should be interesting. Can't wait to see what Frank got on it next week, man. And Frank, also get well. I know you're feeling under the weather. I hope you feel better. Episode 38. I know it was short, but it was sweet. And you got me, man. Let's go. All right. Yeah. I think this is the first one I did by myself. So pretty awesome. Other than, the couple interviews, but that's it. Whatever. We back next week better than ever. Episode 39. Can't wait to see what sports star Frank got for that number. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that. We appreciate it. And thank you for everybody for watching. Hope y'all have a great week. And as always, in the great words of Jackie Moon, everybody love everybody. Goodbye.